All right, Shalom. We want to give all praise to Yahawah WA. Double honors to the apostles, the elders at Great Millstone who rule well. Peace and salutations to the elect. All right, the house of David, which is whom this video is for. All right, we don't do these videos for anyone outside of the house of David, man. Those who are willing to help and build this house so that we can get deliverance, man. Which is all that should matter to any Israelite at this point, man. But that's just not how the story is written, man. Not all Israelites are of Israel, as the scriptures say, man. And you got a very, very, very demonic, proud spirit that's being pushed amongst Israel in the time of some serious judgment, man. So we just wanted to get into pride, but we want to first show you that we were promised, man, that this would happen. What we see happening before us, you know, you get mad, you get, you know, frustrated, you know, but you got to understand that the Most High, he sets everything double against another, man. You couldn't have the men of the Lord without the opposition, man. Okay? He set all things double against another. So just like you have a year to push in the men that are doing the lessons necessary for salvation, you have a push and guys using the Israelite platform to fulfill their own belly and to just be complete monkeys, man. So let's get that scripture.
This is 1 Timothy chapter 1 and 1. Paul, an apostle of Yahawashi, by the commandment of Yahawah, our Savior, and the Lord Yahawashi, which is our hope.
Right. Get that in the latter time. What is it? 1 Timothy 4 and 1? It's 4 and 1.
Yeah. This is 1 Timothy chapter 4 and 1. Now the Spirit speaketh expressly that in the latter times some shall depart from the faith.
Right, the Spirit speaketh expressly, and the Spirit is speaking through niggas, just like the Spirit is speaking through the righteous men of the Lord, man. In the latter times, we would know through the Spirit that what?
Some shall depart from the faith.
Some shall depart from the faith, man. Separating themselves, sensual. Like you got this doctrine, I heard, you know, that's flowing around as what? Canaan, the serpent in the garden was Canaan. All right, which when you read Genesis 9, let's kill that real quick, man. Let's get Genesis 9 and start at it's Genesis 9 and 18.
This is Genesis chapter 9 and 18.
Right.
And the sons of Noah that went forth of the ark were Shem and Ham and Japheth. And Ham is the father of Canaan.
Meaning Canaan had to have been born on the boat. All right? Because after the flood, who was it? You know it as Shem, Ham, and Japheth, but Ham had a wife, and he had who? Canaan. All right? That's the first mention of Canaan being a nation, man. The serpent in the garden, the Canaanites weren't even a nation yet, man. All right, you had the Adamites, you had the seed line of the wicked, just like Cain and Abel. All right, they had family lines, man. They had seeds, man. It tells you about Cain's family line, man. The serpent in the garden wasn't a Canaanite, man. But go back to Timothy, man. You know, just wanted to bring that out real quick. Jake is getting worse and worse, man.
Yeah. Just showing how much closer we are to getting out of here, man.
Right.
Because the combination of the wicked men that's out right now, man, is unseen, man.
Right.
You always had here and there your fallouts, but now they coming together with the a wicked collaboration against the men of the Lord, which is really just coming up against Yahawashi because they fell from the faith, like the scripture's saying, man.
Yep. Yep.
It's back in 1 Timothy 4 and 1. Now the Spirit speaketh expressly that in the latter time some shall depart from the faith.
Right, some shall depart from the faith, man. Here's the patience and the faith of the saints, man. Jake has lost patience, man, and developed this proud, you know, I control my own destiny, I'm going to do this thing how I want to do it type spirit. And they're pushing it amongst Israel, man. All right? Now, whoever gets caught up in it, man, the water Yahawashi, man. So these niggas have to be a part of the story, but we're just going to get into it, man. Pride in these times is the stupidest spirit to be in. I mean, this is the worst time you can be proud, man.
God.
with all of the judgment that's going out in the world, with all of the prophecies fitting together, and we see, you know, we see it, man. And this is the chance that Jake is using to use their platform to be proud, to be demons. You got niggas threatening to call brothers jobs and put them out on the news as crazy. You know, just insane in the membrane, man. Stuff that, come on, man. This, you know, the Messiah ain't involved in that energy, man.
Yeah, how low can you be to even think of some stuff like that, man?
Yeah.
Like, even as much as we can't stand wicked niggas, I'm not gonna call your job and threaten your livelihood, man.
I wouldn't do that to Esau. I'll wait on the judgment of the Lord to befall Esau, even my enemy, man.
Yeah. But that's why, like the scripture said here, man, they have departed from faith. They don't trust in the judgment of the Most High. They don't trust in any of His promises. That's why they doing what they doing on this side to make best of Babylon, man.
Right. Right.
A quick precept for you.
Go ahead.
This is the book of Ecclesiasticus, or Sirach, chapter 18 and 27. A wise man will fear in everything.
A wise man will fear in everything. And that's one of the scriptures I wanted anyway, man. A wise man will fear, man. Go ahead.
And in the day of sinning, he will beware of offense.
He will beware of offense, because we all fall. We all filthy rags. But Jay, you know, read that again, brother.
A wise man will fear in everything, and in the day of sinning, he will beware of offense.
He will beware of offense, man. You got to know when you've drawn the line. You got to know in your mind when to say, "Fuck, I need to stop."
Yeah.
And not having that spiritual mind in these times is the worst mind to have, man. Because that proves you don't fear Yahawah Yahawashi, man. And without the fear of Yahawah Yahawashi, you'll do any and everything, and you'll think you're justified in it, man.
Yep.
All right? Got some more.
Yes, but a fool will not observe time.
Right, a fool will not observe time, man. If you can't look around the world and see the times that we're in, man, then you're insane, man. We are to measure the times diligently. That's a precept to that. To another precept that I have later on that we'll go into, man. We measure the times by what's written in the scriptures, man. We're close, man. This devil, he's using all of these celebrities, you know, because he's pretty much to the point where now, all right, you know, y'all Israelites will let me control it. And he got his, you know, he got his pawns in. You got these celebrities coming out. A lot of these people aren't genuine in saying that they're in coming into the faith, man. They're being used as pawns in the scheme for the so-called white man, because he is about to make a move on us, man. When I see you in a garment, when I see you put off that life, when I see you exposing the so-called white man for what you saw and what you know that he's about, pedophilia, then I'll take you serious, man. Okay, just because you rich and you're a celebrity don't make you no damn special because you know you're an Israelite, man. There's thousands of people who know they're Israelites, man. Niggas know you got niggas in Israel who know that they're Israelites, man. Okay? But for you celebrities who are willing to put off that lifestyle, repent, all right, and come out of that madness that you're in, because you're not safe in breaking bread with the so-called white man. There's nothing safe about playing on his that level, man. You got to get the hell away from him, man. Go ahead.
So you want to pick back up?
Unless you had a precept.
Yeah, quick precept. It's Proverbs chapter 12 and 15. The way of a fool is right in his own eyes. And like the brother was saying, man, a lot of these cats, man, they thinking that they can dibble and dabble in Esau's world and then play around with these scriptures, man. And it's like, just as you claim you're Israelite, man, you still partaking in heathenistic ways, man. It's not about just getting on camera and saying, "Oh, I'm a Hebrew Israelite," and throwing some random name for the Most High and His Son out there, putting a video on Instagram, but you're not really living this word, man. You got to cast off all the things that you didn't gain, man. If you're a comedian, actor, and shit, but you're gonna continue being in Hollywood, man, you're not serious, man. The Most High gonna destroy you, cause you trying to make your own path, man.
Yeah, and it's no gray areas with this thing. The line is being drawn in the sand, man. All right, that's why I got to be that serious, man. There's a line being drawn in the sand, man, and it's almost up, man. All right, Either you with the truth or you with some other shit, man.
Correct.
This truth has come to root out all gray areas, man. Go ahead.
But he that hearkeneth unto counsel is wise. And that's all the men that's dealing with wisdom, man, because they hearken unto the counsel, starting from Yapah Lesson on down to the men that he set up, man, through the apostles of great millstone to feed us with his knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, man. Like the scriptures tell you in Jeremiah 3:15.
Right.
And we take counsel, man. Even like they claim we so prideful amongst great millstone, but man, we shit amongst each other. We get on each other's ass. We have constant counsels, man, to make sure we in line with the scriptures and not just doing our own thing, man.
Right. Get Proverbs 13:10 on that point for a precept to that.
This is Proverbs 13:10. Only by pride cometh contention.
By pride cometh contention. Go ahead.
But with the well-advised is wisdom.
With the well-advised. Matter of fact, let's look up this word advised.
Yeah. And that's what Jake hate having to do, man. Take advice or correction, man.
Right.
They always got in their mind because they done already played it out in their head. A wicked nigga done already mapped out his actions so he done justified his actions. So now that you done told him that he's off, he's mad now. He's butthurt because you told him, no, that's not right. That's why that be the beginning of a lot of cats falling out of the faith, man, is when they get corrected and they can't let their pride go.
Yep. You know, and that's this energy what we're talking about. Those have departed from the faith. That's what this whole faith is all about, being in subject to one another. But Jake has cast that off, man, and went into the now it's just street frogs. You turn on the internet, you just see the street frogs hopping around, man. All right, this is the Hebrew word is Yatazah. All right, it says to advise, consult, give counsel, propose, devise, plan, advise, counsel, give, consult. You know, hey, and that's ultimately what Jake, like the brother was saying, man. They don't want to be in order, man. They just want to say this is they ain't even talking about building a house of David. But let's say you are building a house and you don't have no order in particular, and the foundation's all messed up, man. Paint here, bricks out of place. Yeah. That's the type of house that these guys want to bring. All right, forth, man. We're trying to have a perfectly. This is 100% right here, man. All right.
Okay. Yep. And when you build on a house, man, you got different men with different skills focused on what they best at, man.
Right.
Why? To get the best quality work done for the house, man.
Right.
You don't just have one man sitting there doing everything or just doing random things, man. You know who's good at carpentry, you know who's good at setting the foundation or whatever it may be, man. But that's the thing. Jake want to be the jack of all trades, man. And yeah, we supposed to be making sure we sound on everything, but you know it's certain things that's your strong point to basically play your position.
Yep. That's right. Let me read this real quick. This is Nehemiah 4, all right, and 16. And it came to pass, all right, from that time forth that the half of my servants wrought in the work, and the other half of them held both spears and the shields and bows and harbingers, and the rulers were behind all the house. So people, this is the building of the old temple, man. You have people in their respective positions, man, and they were taking orders, man. You know, you had some who had to fight. All right, we have to fight here in the spirit, man. We're building a spiritual temple, man. You gotta fight. You gotta do lessons and correct Jake's bullshit. You gotta defend. All right, you gotta build, man. This is a fight. Go ahead.
You was done with that?
Yeah, I'm done.
This is 1 Corinthians chapter 12 and 28. And Yahweh has set, Yahweh had set some in the church, first apostles, secondarily prophets, thirdly teachers, after that miracles, then gifts of healing, helps, governments, diversities of tongues. Are all apostles? Are all prophets? Are all teachers? Are all workers of miracles? Have all the gifts of healing? Do all speak with tongue? Do all interpret?
Right.
And just letting you know, man, that the Most High set up offices, and you're not gonna master everything, man. If you do happen to be sound on everything, that's beautiful, man.
Right.
But you'll have, and it's okay to covet. You might have a brother with a certain quality or characteristic in the truth, in a positive light, and you could lust after that. Like, man, I admire that about that brother. But you'll have a wicked nigga get mad about that, certain things. Like, man, that should be me, type of mentality, man. And that's where you start seeing strife and contention kick in, man. Because you lusting out of wickedness and not through righteousness.
Right. Jake came into this truth with conditions, man.
Yeah.
You know, I'll be in the truth as long as I'm not looked at in a negative light. Hey, wisdom is gonna try you, man. And a lot of niggas fail the test, man. That's why the Lord has given Jake over to a reprobate mind, man, and they're not even fruitful anymore, man.
Yeah.
And you see it, man. We ain't gotta call no names, man. All right. So we gonna get into some pride too, man. You got something real quick?
No, go ahead.
Go ahead. Get what you got.
Real quick. This is Philippians 2:3. Let nothing be done through strife and vainglory, but in lowliness of mind,
right.
Let each esteem other better than themselves. Say, man, that's only a true man, a humble spirit is gonna do that, man. Because at the end it said, just off top it said, let be nothing done through strife or vainglory, man. The things that you guys are seeking are empty, man. Anything that you want in Babylon is a vainglory, man.
It's gonna be burnt up.
And that means how much, that shows how much you trust in what Esau can provide you over what the Most High promised to us, man.
Right.
And then it said, but in lowliness of mind, and each esteem other better than themselves, man.
Right.
We're not sitting up here casting out our name every 5 seconds, man. Every video is, oh, this brother does this brother does that, man. We give the glory to Yapah Lesson, man.
Right, promoting our CDs to Israel and charging them for it. Didn't the scripture say, make not merchandise of the house of the Lord, man? Go ahead.
That was it on there, bro.
Get Sirach 10 and start at 7. Then jump to 12.
This is Sirach chapter 10 and verse 7. Pride is hateful before Yahweh and men.
Pride is hateful before Yahweh and men. And that's why when you're around somebody that's proud, man, it's irksome, man. Proud people are annoying as hell, man. That's why a lot of these women are annoying, man. Because they're proud as all hell, man. Go ahead.
Pride is hateful before Yahweh and man, and by both doth one commit iniquity.
You commit iniquity. Pride leads to iniquity, man. Because you don't fear the Lord when you have pride, man. You're a God unto yourself. Go jump to 12.
Verse 12. The beginning of pride is when one departed from Yahweh.
When you depart from Yahweh, that's the beginning of pride, man. And you see these guys, they get worse and worse and worse, man, in their pride and their disrespect and their wickedness, man. And their unwillingness to take heed to counsel, man. Because your only way to the chariot, man, is through your brothers, man. Didn't it say charity covered a multitude of sins, man? A part of charity is taking heed to what your brother's telling you, man. A part of that is also having mercy, man.
That's one thing, man. These cats will not show us mercy, man.
Right. But they need mercy. Whenever they get caught out there, then it's time to have mercy, man. But hey, man, Yahweh is gonna deal with you cats, man. We have 100% faith, all right, that the madness that you cats are into, all this screaming in the screen and games and mixtapes and playing games and wiggling around America, it's gonna come to naught, man. Because it's not glorifying Yahweh Shai, all right. It's not pushing a serious and righteous vibration on the planet Earth unto the children of Israel. If anything, you just like IUIC. You just got a bunch of niggas who believe that God is black. That's as far as they go with it, man. White people evil, God is black. I'm an Israelite. You gather the elect through the preaching of the new song, the word, man. You got something?
Yeah. Nah. Man, you catch basic, man.
Yeah.
Y'all just basic, man. That's the simplest way I could put it, man. They don't want to get into this thing, and they just want to have the appeal of Israelite, man.
Right.
Putting fringes everywhere.
Let's see here. 1 Samuel 2 and 3. I got it. 1 Samuel 2 and 3. Talk no more exceedingly proudly. Let not arrogance come out of your mouth. For the Lord is a God of knowledge, and by him actions are weighed. All right? So the Most High is weighing your actions, man. All right? So the level of pride that you niggas are putting out here, and the level of pride that you damn women are even putting out here, it's god awful and it's ugly, man. It's very, very disrespectful to Yahawah Ahchyam what you niggas are doing, man. You basically trying to go up some other way, man. All right? You trying to create your own path, man. That is speaking proudly, man. It says, talk no more exceedingly proudly. Let not arrogancy come out of your mouth. Didn't we go, what did it say? The beginning, when a man departs from God, that's the beginning of iniquity, man. Mm-hmm. When you depart from the Most High, man, that's the beginning of pride, man. Because you don't feel as though you can be judged. And you're not even looking out into this world and seeing the judgment and saying, man, what if I'm next? Nah, you don't think like that. Go ahead.
Back in Sirach chapter 10 and 12, it says, the beginning of pride is when one departed from Yahweh, right, and his heart is turned away from his maker. Right,
his heart is turned away from his maker. His mind, man. Because if you understand the Most High Yahweh, all right, through his son Yahawashi, man, hey, read the scriptures, man. People have been getting jacked up since day one. Judgment always goes out, man. Matter of fact, every morning judgment goes out. Let's get that real quick.
So you don't realize that, man. Everything is judgment, man.
Yeah.
You get mad, you wake up, go to brush your teeth, and bang your forehead on the damn cabinet, man. That's judgment.
Judgment. Yep. We just don't want it, you know, because we get judged all day, every day. We just don't want that judgment of the lake of fire, man. All right. This is This is Zephaniah 3 and 5. The just Lord is in the midst thereof. He will not do iniquity. Every morning doth he bring his judgment to light. He faileth not, but the unjust knoweth no shame. And you looking at Jake, they don't know no shame, man. Jake is not ashamed of their wickedness, man. They planning on, just like the so-called white man plans on continuing, these guys don't want the kingdom of heaven, man. Jake want to be here in America with a damn a cold sore, and some Nikes on, man. And some fringes. All right? Eating expired food. That's what Jake wants to look forward to, as long as they can shine, man.
Literally expired food, man.
Yeah, we're supposed to be putting off this world, man, and showing, look, that we really have faith that he is, man. How do we know that he is? Through his word, man. We're supposed to be uplifting what this book said. And what does this book say? It said every morning he brings forth his judgment. All right? Now, on the flip side of that, all right, this is Lamentations chapter, let's see, chapter 3. It says, let's see. Say something.
Yeah, man. And like, brother, we started off with, man, going into observing the times, man. That just show you how much Jake is caught up in all other things instead of paying attention to prophecy, man.
Right.
Elsewise, you wouldn't be behaving like that.
Right.
First off, you had faith in the words of this book.
Right.
And if you was paying attention to what's going on, you'd be in complete fear of just waking out and bugged out, man.
Yeah.
That's a nightmare to wake up and all of a sudden you thinking of a different doctrine, man.
Yeah.
The most I could do that to you, man. That's what keep keep you humble to know that the Most High could just warp your mind frame overnight, man.
Gone.
You wake up and all of a sudden the earth is flat.
Yeah. Damn shame what they did to that dog. Right? Niggas out of there. This is Lamentations 3:22. It is of the Lord's mercies that we are not consumed.
Man.
Because his compassions fail not. They are new every morning. Great is thy faithfulness. So they are new every morning, right? So you gotta understand, look, man. Every morning your mercy is renewed, man.
Yep.
You never know when that mercy could be cut off, man.
Okay.
So just like the judgment goes out every morning, the mercies go out every morning, man. So you don't know where you fall within that, man. So you should be walking on eggshells right now if you're in this truth, man. Get Ecclesiastes 8:5.
Yep. This is Ecclesiastes chapter 8 and verse 5. Whoso keepeth the commandment shall feel no evil.
Right. Whoso keepeth the commandment shall feel no evil, man. All right. We should keep the laws to the best of our ability, but there's commandments Yahawashi commanded us to go out on the highways and the byways, man. See, Jake likes to just focus on the carnal law. I mean, not the carnal law. The law that was written on stone, but they don't want to deal with the law of faith, man.
That's it.
You see? There's a balance, man. You have to balance everything out. You can't be over righteous in the law on this side, man.
Yeah.
Now, we do teach that you keep the laws, but right now, the law of faith is what's happening, man. We're not going to be saved by keeping the laws, but we do keep them to the best of our ability. All right?
That's crazy. You got like IUIC, they over righteous with certain laws.
Yeah.
But then claim they're keeping the law perfect, man.
Right.
They only pushing 5 laws.
Right. They tell you to leave your woman. You got a white woman. They'll tell you you need to leave her right now, you know? Like what type of shit is that, man? Like a dude walked up to their camp, they was like, you need to leave her, this dog. Dude was like, you know, like,
Now be lucky he didn't whoop your ass.
Yeah, you know, she had a seizure. They told him he couldn't go check on her. Weirdos, man. Like, these guys are going down the path of destruction, man.
Like they just got they ancestry.com and just know who all is Jake and who's the Edomite.
Well, even if it was an Edomite, why would I'm gonna walk up to you and then leave her right there?
Yeah.
Because she's an Edomite. Now then you ask the question, well, why, you know, Solomon sinned by following after the gods of those women.
Guys.
Because David had women of the other nations, but guess what? His mind was right, like the brother from DC, Zaynala, said, man. His mind was right. That's why you don't see it mentioned that he sinned by doing that. David didn't follow after the gods of the other. That's not one of his sins. We read about what his sins are, but you don't read about David dealing with strange wives is going off, man.
Okay.
But see, IUIC will make a doctrine out of telling you who you need to lay in bed with. But taking that logic of the women of the other nations real quick, what was the thing? They was following after gods of the other nations. Yeah. By that logic, we shouldn't follow the nigga woman, because what is she doing? She's the heathen women don't tell you to come to my church.
Yeah.
The Chinese woman, you get you a Moabite woman, she ain't gonna say, oh man, let's walk, we'll put Buddha right here. You know, they're coming to this march with this big dragon, whatever the hell they be doing, man. But the nigga woman will tell you to come to church with her.
Yeah.
The nigga woman will tell you to celebrate Valentine's Day, Halloween, Christmas.
Shit.
I'm talking about celebrate. Put on them sweaters, take those selfies in front of that tree.
You see it, man. You see on these so-called holidays, man. Jake be out with his woman, and he really be miserable, man. You can tell he got drugged out of the house and forced to participate in this shit, man.
Yeah. Yeah. It's played out, man. So by that logic, we shouldn't follow the nigga woman. She's the one trying to get us to follow after other gods. Yep. Jesus. Stupid. Go ahead.
Well, that's okay in IUIC to follow Jesus.
Yeah, you're right about that.
This is Ecclesiastes 8:5. Whoso keepeth the commandment shall feel no evil, And a wise man's heart discerneth both time and judgment.
Right. A wise man's mind discerneth both time and judgment. You don't know when you can be destroyed, man. So you constantly walking on eggshells with the fear of the Lord. You're constantly saying, I can be judged, man. So that's why in the brotherhood you work hard, because charity covers the multitude of sins. In your daily life, you fight temptations because they're all around you. Water on the left, on one side, fire on the other side. There's temptations in this world, wickedness surrounding you. But you gotta, through all of that, you gotta look at what time are we living in, man. Why do you think Second Esdras said, measure down the times diligently, man? That's for the spiritual man. A wise man's heart discerneth both time and judgment. Go ahead.
All right, verse 6. But to every purpose there is time and judgment.
Right.
Therefore the misery of man is great upon him.
Right. There's a you don't know when judgment's coming, man.
Yep.
So the misery, you should be at this time, man. You should be like shit.
And you seeing what's going on, man. The Most High is taking these people out, man.
Oh man.
Every day you seeing different ways, and he taking them out in painful ways, man.
Right.
He dealing like, man, with judgment. It's not at the rate it's coming to.
Right. He's gathering his elect and he's judging real quick. Psalms 31 and 23. You can break it down. Oh love the Lord, all ye saints, all ye his saints, for the Lord preserveth the faithful, and plentifully rewardeth the proud doer.
Man, hey, that's what we waiting on, man. That's why we being faithful, man, because we know the promises that the Most High got for the faithful, and he's protecting us this whole time. Even before we was in the truth, the Most High has been preserving us to do this work, man, been holding us back from all different instances where you could have been taken out, man, but because we were set to do this work, and now that we know what our purpose was, and we faithfully doing it, the Most High is going to reward us, man.
Right.
But on the flip side, like the brother's going into, man, the scripture lets you know the balance and everything, man. If you're not faithful and you going out this thing, like basically, you like the brother said, you're your own God, then in that case, now you're going to receive the opposite of a reward, man. You're going to see a reward, but it's going to be a destruction, man.
Right. Right. Let me get this for you. Sirach 18 and 20, all right? Before judgment, examine thyself.
Man. Why do you think the scriptures say examine thyself daily, man? That's how you gonna find yourself escaping out of a lot of judgment for going off, is when you examine yourself, man.
Right.
But if you just got this pride mind frame to where you're in your mind, no matter what you do, it's right. I don't have to consort to the scriptures. And
right.
If I do go to the scriptures, I'm just gonna make something fit me.
Yeah. Niggas got gangs, niggas cartoon characters, niggas is losing their goddamn mind, man.
Starting radio shows and shit, man. All for the sake of despising and rebelling against the Most High and His Son. And don't even realize it. That's why you're bug outs.
They gonna get worse. They gonna start putting out brothers' personal information, and it's gonna get ugly, man. But hey, through much tribulation, it said, right?
Come on.
You know, hey, there's another side to their story, and there's another side to the story of the men who stood stiffly for the name. All right, one ends in crowns and one ends in worms. You choose your side, man. All right. It says before judgment, which we're supposed to be measuring. We see that what's the day is coming? The day of judgment is coming, right?
Yep. The ultimate day of judgment.
The ultimate day of judgment. So before judgment, we see it. This is before the final judgment, but judgment's going out. It said, before judgment, examine thyself, and in the day of visitation thou shalt find mercy.
Yep.
Humble thyself before thou be sick, and in the time of sin show repentance, man. All right? And the point is down here. It says, in verse 27, a wise man will fear in everything, and in the day of sinning he will be aware of offense, but a fool will not observe time.
That's it, man. That's what it's all about, man, because we waiting on the day that the Lord return, man.
Right.
And when he come back, we want to be on the right side, man.
Right.
But you cats, you obviously don't believe in the kingdom of heaven, man.
Right.
Because what is here that can amount to a corner of a tree in the kingdom of heaven, man.
Right.
Nothing.
Yeah. The fair. What? You know. What is it, man?
Super Bowl was rigged. Everything, man.
It's all tacky. It's fake, man. Music has been brought low. Yeah. There's no morals here. All right. World War III. All hell's about to break loose. The economic systems are all corrupted. This place cannot buy. If you are a spiritual person, you would know that a place like this, there's no way that it can last forever, man.
Yeah.
You would know that around the corner is a fall, an imminent fall for Babylon the Great, man. And it's written in the scriptures, and some guys subscribe to that they believe that, but then they don't even talk about what the so-called white man is doing, man.
Nope. Why, when GMS is the most wicked thing on earth?
Right.
And all they're doing is teaching the word, man, constantly. Right.
The so-called white man says he's going to build a city in Mars in 2017, trying to escape his judgment or whatever the hell, man. He's talking about, I'm going to go inside the human brain and erase memory, add knowledge and information, shift humanity, man. He is trying to destroy and recreate the Lord's creation, man. That's big. That's very disrespectful, by the way. We should be the ones standing up and telling the world that it's wrong, man. You got something?
No, I was just saying, you said that basically going in and messing with the human brain to erase certain characteristics, emotions, compassion, whatever it may be. On the movie The Last RoboCop, that's basically what they was testing him against a regular robot. And when he was going through the test run, his emotions were still making him react slower than the robot. So the next thing they did was went into his brain and started taking stuff out of his brain to make him act solely like a robot, man.
Right. Insane, bro.
But they think that's just shit for the movies, man.
Yeah. Well, Esau puts it in the movies, and the Lord puts it in the movies, man. Movies have secrets in them, man, for the elect. Who wrote it overall? Yahawah Yahawashi, man. But Esau puts things in his movies because Esau likes to, it's basically self-fulfilled prophecies. Like The Simpsons, he put Prince on there, right?
Yeah.
Killed Prince. But he put that on The Simpsons. That's his way of becoming the most high God, man.
Yep, put Trump being elected president on The Simpsons.
Simpsons, right. Every goddamn thing was on The Simpsons, man. The Sakari, they were prophesying on this goddamn Simpsons, man.
Big, beautiful women.
Yeah, all of that. Everything was on the motherfucking Simpsons, man. All right? But overall, well, our message is that, man, look, man, now is not the time to be proud, man. Now is the time to fear and tremble towards the word of Yahawah Yahawashi. Let's get end it off if you got something else. 2nd Esdras 9.
And do it through action, man.
Yeah.
Like, it's time for verbs, man. It's time for action and what you're about to really be shown, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not just getting on camera and talking about this this madness of so-called brotherhood, this imitation brotherhood that y'all trying to force together.
Man, Jake is crazy, bro.
Let's start from the top.
I'm gonna put my student loan information out. Boy.
You wicked if you're on child support. You're in Babylon under the devil, and you wicked if you're on child support. So that means you're supposed to bow down to your woman, stay in the household, and submit yourself to her completely to her will, man.
Man, all them niggas on child support, man. Look at them niggas, man.
And they speaking out of no experience, man. I personally had a damn ex-demon living with me when I got served for child support, man. So speak from experience, man. Fuck these damn women, man. What's up, Salaka, man, to the sisters that's doing right, man, trying to do right, man. Much love to the real women, wherever they may be.
We don't know where they are, though, because the ones that you see,
they with the dinosaurs, so man, we gotta go get them.
Raccoon Central, boy. Niggas are coons, man. Niggas are getting worse at everything, too, man. This is the worst that Israel has ever. Since you've been in Israel, have you ever seen them this bad? Look at so-called, everybody is basically filling their lots, man. Everybody's standing firm for what they are called to do, man. Like the Lord said, look, you're the children of them who killed the prophets, man.
That's it.
So you're standing firm, because it looked like he said Daniel is going to be back in the latter days. John, the Revelator, is going to be back. He's back in his lot. You niggas who came up against the Messiah, who were eating and drinking at the time of the flood, partying and helping to build the Tower of Babel.
Having a big freak fest.
Yeah, you're back, man. You're comfortable with the way life is, man. This doesn't vex you, which means you're not a man of the Lord, man. Which means you're not judging, you're not set up to judge, and you're not measuring the times diligently, man. All right? Start at 1 and then we're going to jump down.
Real quick, man, you said basically you got all these great men of the scriptures back today. Instead of trying to focus and pinpoint who you going to label as the wicked, man, not saying that should be a focal point as far as who these men are, because that's neither here nor there right now. It's not something to worry about, but you know those same spirits are back on the earth. You should be focused on whoever those men are, they going to have the truth, and I want to be under that truth, man.
Right.
But this second Ezra, you got
Matthew 7 and 20. Wherefore by their fruits ye shall know them. By their word. Are they pushing the word? Are they right now is the time to edify it, man. You got brothers coming, man. That's fruit, man. You know, brothers Jake talking shit, man. That's fruit. So now's the time really to be edifying, man. To go into the Bible, man. But how many people are doing that? Yeah. You should know them by their fruits, man. You're going to know who the men of the Lord are by their fruits, man. Yeah. And it ain't about their carnal lives and things that they got going on in their personal lives and in the world. Yeah. It's about how they pushed the word of YAHAWASHI, man. And stood stiffly for the names. It's another thing that's under attack. Order is under attack. The name's under attack. Righteousness is under attack. Unity is under attack. And brotherhood is under attack. Niggas are crazy, man. Go ahead.
This is 2 Ezra 9 and 1. He answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself.
Right. Man, you're supposed to be watching, man. We the watchmen, man. Measure the time. You like, okay, it said that here. It's happening here. Russia's got warships out in the waters, man.
Yep.
Okay, everybody's just coming up against America. Babylon the Great is being looked at as the issue. People leaving. You got countries and nations leaving NATO. NATO's turning on the United States. All of this is happening according to biblical prophecy. And you gonna sit here and play games with YAHAWASHI, man? You should speak the word as much as possible based on this one fact, man. Real quick.
Yeah, while you getting that, like the Apostle Tahor stated, man, if you're not watching, we're basically paying attention to the current events and what's going on today. That's why you don't have no lessons, man. That's why you're not putting anything out, because you're not paying attention to what's going on. You don't have no spiritual ammunition, man.
Right. It's Isaiah 44 and 26. That confirmeth the word of his servant and performeth the counsel of his messengers, that saith unto Jerusalem, thou shalt be inhabited. So he confirmeth the words of his servants, the prophets. Okay? He performeth the counsel of his messengers. So what we are saying, we want the Lord to fulfill, man. And you shall know the men that are about the kingdom of heaven by their fruits and what they're speaking about the kingdom. How many people are going into the kingdom of heaven, man? And showing you what it's going to be like, why you should give up your life, why you should hate your life.
Mm-hmm.
You know? Go ahead.
Making it visual to you, man.
Yeah. Who's going into the word and breaking these things down and being particular about history and all of that, man? Showing you we have a language, going to stand in it's name videos every day, man. Brothers are doing exactly what it said the men of the Lord would do, standing stiffly for the name, man. Then you go to these other niggas' channel, they screaming into the camera, acting like boys. I'm like, what is this, Boys in the Hood?
Yeah, man.
What you looking at, nigga? I'm trying to figure it out, nigga.
Bunch of baby kids, man.
Niggas mad, man. Go ahead.
And when thou seest part of the signs past, which I have told thee before.
Before, and how did he tell you before? We just read it, by his servants, the prophets, by his messengers. by the ones whose counsel he has sanctified, man. And they're back here, man. This is what we need to be focusing on, man. All right, go ahead.
Then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made.
Right. Now jump down to start at you know what? Start at 6.
Second Ezra 9:6. Even so the times also of the highest have plain beginnings in wonders and powerful works, and endings in effects and signs.
Effects and signs. His movie's better than any movie that's so-called. He can make a fake explosion. You know, people at the movie with the fucking glasses on.
3D glasses on.
Woo!
Coming out gossiping about the movie. And
damn
shit.
Pepsi, this goddamn big, man. Tub of popcorn drenched in butter, man. We gotta get the hell out of this place,
nigga
man.
bootlegging behind you. Hiding his camera.
Yeah, with a fucking Kango on. But this is where niggas want to dwell at, man. The Lord is letting it be known that he's about to do away with this place, man. You can see it. Go ahead.
Start from the top. Even so, the times also of the highest have plain beginnings and wonders and powerful works and endings and effects and signs.
Right.
And every one that shall be saved and shall be able to escape by his works.
By his works. That's why Job said in Job 31:6, what did he say? Lord, weigh me in the balance. Judge me. Matter of fact, let me just get it so I don't misquote it. We're about to finish up.
Yeah, but just it is everything revolving right back to you niggas' pride should be non-existent, but that was your lot, man.
Right.
But y'all didn't see the key thing is you're gonna escape by his works, man.
Right. Job 31:6. Let me be weighed in an even balance, that God may know mine integrity. All right. So he's gonna look at your works versus your wickedness and your bullshit. What's the he bullshitted, you know, but he's one of those men that I chose who mouths has found no guile, who stood stiffly for the name. You want him to judge you in a balance. You don't want. See, Jake is increasing in wickedness, man. They're changing the tune, and they're you know, we're supposed to be steadfast and going on a straight path. Jake is turning to the left, to the right, or turning backwards. All right.
Yeah, they more fearful of getting a speeding ticket than fearing the judgment of the Heavenly Father, man.
Right, niggas stop at their stop sign.
Yeah.
You know?
Get 3 good jerks.
Yeah. Fucking the incense thing flapping all around and shit. Go ahead.
Verse 7. And every one that shall be saved and shall be able to escape by his works and by faith whereby ye have believed.
Faith. Shall when the Lord returns, shall he find faith on the earth, man? Woo. All of this stuff links, man. Keep going down a little bit more.
Shall be preserved from the said perils.
Right.
And shall see my salvation in my land.
Right.
And within my borders. For I have sanctified them for me.
He sanctified them. Woo. For him.
Yeah.
Go ahead. John 17.
From the beginning.
From the beginning, baby.
Woo. It's already set, man.
They already overcame. You know, IUIC likes to use that scripture, to him that overcometh, then I'll give you a new name. Well, they already overcame.
Yep. The chariots, the seats on the chariot are RSVP, man. But we don't know. So we gotta continue in faith and do this work, man.
Right.
But you niggas is like celebrating already, man.
Right. 144.
Man.
Yeah. All right, read down a little bit more.
Verse 9. Then shall they be in pitiful case.
Woo, there's another side to their story, man. Go ahead.
Now have abused my ways, and they that have cast them away despitefully shall dwell in torments.
Right. Go ahead.
For such as in their life have received benefits.
Right. You receive benefits. You got Jake selling out. Niggas are selling out. Don't think for 1 minute, because a lot of niggas ain't approached by so-called white men, but some of them are just agents of Satan. But niggas are actually being approached, man. Niggas are being paid off, bro. Niggas are compromising the word. That's big, you know. That's a new trend. Go ahead.
And have not known me.
Right. Go ahead.
But yet, but they that have loathed my law, while they had yet liberty.
Had yet liberty. Galatians 5:13. For brethren, ye have been called unto liberty, only use not liberty for an occasion to the flesh, but by love serve one another, man. So when you receive liberty, go ahead.
And they that have loathed my law, while they had yet liberty, and when as yet place of repentance was open unto them, understood not, but despised it.
Woo! And that's what you see happening.
Man,
They doing it through their actions.
and they mad at the men that's doing it, man. Like, why are you being a man of the Lord?
Right. Yeah. You read that last one and we're done. 12.
The same must know it by but the same must know it after death by pain.
Man. And there you go. And we don't want no parts of that. So we'll take the ridicule, we'll take the, hey man, hey, it's a bumpy road, but guess what? It's honorable. It's honorable. The Lord, hey, the bottom line is the Lord's gonna say, who can I trust with my wisdom? Did I trust him with my wisdom? What did he do with the wisdom I gave him? He's gonna look and he's gonna weigh you in the balance, man.
Put it in a napkin. That's what he did.
That's right. Put it in a napkin and went and got a goddamn piece of chicken, man.
Yeah. And sat the chicken on the napkin.
Yeah. Hey, so hopefully I will edify, man, through the Spirit, man. Want to give all praise to Yahawah
by Hashem, Yahawashi.
Double honors to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone. Peace and salutations to the elect. Shalom.
Shalom.